What's going on, y'all? What is going on? Thank you for choosing once again to click on the channel. It's Oya Oya. I'm just here to do my job, get the messages to the collective. How's everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. I just was hopping on. I love you guys. I miss y'all. Um, I'm doing different things right now, figuring my own shit out. So, I don't sit on here. I don't ask. I don't beg. I'm not gonna cry and plead out. Ask anybody do anything for me. So, I've been working and figuring the shit out on my own. But I just wanted to hop on and get a quick message because I kept getting the. Then I got NASCAR. Okay, so please, guys, only take what resonates. I'm only here to give it to you so you can have it. We're all stars in our own show, but this may or may not be for you. So I was getting NASCAR, and then I was getting the Hot Wheels, the little track that goes in a loop, right? Because if you know, you know. If you don't know, I ended up circling back, coming to my hometown, the same place that I experienced the things that I did in 2020, to complete my own circles. And at this point, I'm like, shit, I'm here, so certain people are going to have to see me for who I am, and they're going to have to see me while whatever they thought was supposed to work was going to work, right? But I was getting like the time loop. And then I got the message. I'm like, dang, it's going to be certain people that want you to be in a time loop because there are some that won't grow out of the position that they in mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially. But then I just kept getting time loop. So when I got back here, I'm a music head. So I'm always listening to music, but I'll turn my radio on and I'm hearing the same songs that I was hearing 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm like, damn, y'all not even playing anything different. And I was like, dang, this is almost that zombie mode. So it came to me too about, the zombie mentality, the certain ones that are sleepwalking or sleepwalkers and may not be aware that they actually sleepwalkers, because they programmed in this certain time zone, a timeline, a time loop. And then, it's been so much going on. I know you guys are seeing what's taking place. I took it upon myself to, pull back because I already know who I am. I want everybody else to know who they are, especially when it comes to me and when we meet up collectively for this certain mission that's coming. So I'm like, I'm seeing things for what they are. And I was like, when it came to the time loop and the time zone, I'm like, all right, some people don't know that they still in this phase of a certain timeline or time zone. And it's almost like a repetitive thing because when I had turned my music on, I'm like, I'm hearing the same songs, the same things. You may ride around, you may see the same people, they doing the same things, right? And then it brought me to the expired food in the Matrix because I have been in the positions where I may have had to revert back or I have to learn a certain lesson again. So here I am going around certain people at certain times, places, or things to see, not only have I learned my lesson, but the people that I have placed around, have they learned theirs? So this could be, you can put it towards, your mom, your spouse, or somebody, and you may not have seen them in a while, but you end up going to visit them, but they have food that is expired or certain things that are expired within their house. And I'm talking about like 4 or 5 years expired. And it's crazy because I had seen something yesterday where they was like, blackly no, if somebody had asked if spices expire, and somebody was like, no, blackly no. You tap it on the counter, shake it up a little bit, loosen it up, and it's gonna be just as good as what it is. So all these things was going on, and I'm like, all right, cool. And I kept getting the Hot Wheel track. It's the little cheap one. Certain people may buy it. It's like, I think it's like $15-$20, and this track goes in a circle over and over again. You you push the car or whatever, the car go off, it goes in a loop, and then it goes back. Then you set the car, it goes back through the loop, and then it goes back. And then after, you know, getting that message, I kept getting, something about the Mandela effect. Because when I first got here, I'm like, it's a lot going on when it comes to the Mandela, because, the music that I hear or whatever, we was listening to this shit back in 99, 2000. So you're working with you know what I'm saying? Dude, we heard this stuff already, but it's like it was the same music that's being replayed. So be mindful of that. Certain music that could be constantly being played on, if you listen to certain radio stations, or, you have the power, or you have it within you to change the course of your reality, your presence, and everything. Whether it's some music you listening to, how you take information in, what you're doing to process it. If you're forgiving, if you're loving, if you trusting in the divine, the Holy Spirit, your ancestors, your spirit team, and the Most High, you have a way to like reprogram, right? So I kept getting a message about the time loop, and I'm like, what's really going on? Okay, because I will go in certain places that I know that I was in maybe 10, 15 years ago. It would be the same people that was in the actual positions, or if they was on the corner begging for $2, or if they was like, let me wash a car, if they was selling bean pads, whatever, it would be the same people in the same positions. I'm like, ain't no way in hell. I leave for a few years and come back, and it's the same thing that's continuously going. So I was like, oh, it's a time loop. So then, I don't know if certain people have seen, I post on certain things here and there, but I come out one night, I think it was either one night or one morning, but the shit was too bright. Okay, so I was speaking on this years ago on my channel about the time manipulation. We know that we have got accustomed to being raised up in them situations where we know that when they got the, the certain time zones and timelines, or what is it called when it's whenever when they say 2 hours forward, 2 hours back, or whatever, when they was doing the whole time thing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we know that a lot of us was witnessing that it'll get dark at like 5 o'clock, and I was laughing because I'm like, damn, it's dark outside. You know what I'm saying? When it get dark for me, I'm like, damn, it's time to go to bed. And I was like, a lot of this don't make sense, because I come out one day and I look up and the sky was so bright, but I'm like, somebody up there either drunk, too busy playing around, or they don't remember that they supposed to be turning the lights off that motherfucker. Because I'm like, why is it so bright outside, but it's supposed to be, technically 8 or 9 o'clock. So a lot around time manipulation. And then, I have this thing where I come out now, and I think I said it before, where, if I'm not playing gospel, I'm actually speaking, I'm like, ancestors, we have awakened. And then I started laughing because I'm like, damn, it reminds me of like Optimus Prime or somebody. You know what I'm saying? You come out, you let it be known that you're paying homage to your ancestors or God or the highest above us or those before us, and you let them know, I woke up. Your body might be tired, whatever you're going through, you still woke up, and you being trusted or entrusted with your gifts, your patience, your strength, or whatever for this time. So I started laughing because I'm like, we have awakened. I was like, damn, I sound like Optimus Prime. And then I said, I didn't quit smoking cigarettes, because it was almost like a robot, the voice I had. And then I started laughing because I'm like, well, regardless of if I say that we have awakened or not, I was like, it reminded me of Transformers. Okay, so some of you could be going through the transformation where you may not even look into the mirror and see yourself. Like, this is what some of us are dealing with. And it could be a scary thing, because I remember going through these certain things